visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it.
Get after it, MP.
We know MP came ready to play.
Oh, say does that.
Thank you for tuning in this. Well, the Suns underachieving after going all in on Bradley Beal. Shams, is there a bit of panic, do you think, in the desert after last season?
The Suns are very much committed to their big three, but listen, there's no question the Beal contract is something they're going to have to live with. Still has a no-trade clause, and there were some flaws that were exposed. They were swept in the first round by Minnesota, but the Suns truly believe those flaws can be fixed, and they do have the talent to do it, even though Beal did have a down year.
Quickly, Shams, do they have a lot of wiggle room, though, to make changes?
They really don't have wiggle room. They have a top-heavy team that's built on its three all-star caliber players, and I do believe as long as they can build around those three top guys, they're going to have a chance to compete. The question is, do you find the right pieces to build?
The bright lights of the NBA Cup semifinals. So much pressure, and guess what? MP thrives in the spotlight. Guys, he loves it.
Yeah, and talking to MP before the game, you could tell he was ecstatic. The entire NBA is watching this one. MP has a huge chance to prove himself. I expect him to have a big game.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. We've got Allen. Durant is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Dunn, and it's Jones in at the one spot. Now DeRozan. Following Tyus Jones' three-point attempt. Here's Slim. Again, the miss by the Kings. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Suns. Right side, Jones. Back to KD. Rebound by Murray.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
Looking for Carter. He gets it there. Slim passes to Murray. From past the arc. And it's Durant with the rebound.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. defender, knows where to park himself, and always ready to receive the pass.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Durant, no good. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. There's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
That was the key factor, and it has to have a carryover effect. You get in a team's head when you cause them to make that many mistakes.
Here is Slim. Count it.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
The Suns have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. Their plan, such as it is to make Kevin Durant uncomfortable. Force him to take shots instead of giving him the ones he wants. Coach said it's obviously easier said than done, but if you let Durant get hot, forget about it. He can take over an entire game. We'll see if they can execute defensively. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Well, we can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So, Shams, I know it's hard to pick one, but is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans, I feel, even at their peak, they bring a different level of aura, of enthusiasm. Kevin, you've been to more arenas than I have in more celebrated times as well at different points. What's your favorite, what's your best NBA arena atmosphere?
When that New York crowd is popping, that arena is second to none, man. It is sizzling. Like you, I love knowledgeable fans, right? They know the calls, they know the officials, they know the strategies, they know what a player can and cannot do. That, to me, is the best part about going in some of these arenas and feeling that the players, have made it to a point where the fans know exactly what they can and cannot do. Knowledgeable fans.
I'll take your word for it, but that just means I have to get out to a Knicks game ASAP.
O'Neal's check-in for Dunn. Suns leading by 4. Allen with it. Now guarded by Monk. Outside Durant. Launches a 3. Monk grabs the board.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. Drills the three-pointer.
A rare 3 for DeMar DeRozan. He's a different type of wing. He would much rather step in and knock down the mid-range too.
Now here's Jones. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And how about the passing? We've seen this from him. He's just absolutely shredding the D to pieces right now.
Back to KD. That one's good. Just his third make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches, it's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year, we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
Here's DeRozan after the made shot from KD. Here's Jones. No scoring in this one. Pass to Durant. Rebound by the Kings. Slim's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now, you may have heard MP just signed his first shoe deal. Certainly a big moment for him.
And I'm told MP went with New Balance. It must have had a very enticing pitch to get an in-demand guy like MP to sign with him.
Good on the shot. Slim's got it all tied up now for the Kings. Now Jones, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Plumlee with a screen on Monk. Allen against Monk. Allen kicks to O'Neal. 5 to shoot. Carter against Jones. Over Carter. Slim pulls it in. Slim's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. Now the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes, and less of a chance of super teams, just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Powering that one down. Murray saw a chance to go for it and took it.
Durant finds Jones. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Great D that time from Slim.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here is Slim. 23 points for him the last game against Oklahoma City.
And boy, Murray just understands the game. Everything looks like it comes easy to him, including making plays for others.
KD looking around. Jacks up a 3, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Kings ahead. Chipped in for Sacramento. Carter comes in for Markelle Fultz. And Shams, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Martin is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Bol. Then it's Plumlee. And it's KD in at the 3, the small forward. Ellis. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And the Kings making a change here. Sabonis is checked in. From deep, Ellis.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Pass to O'Neal. Outside for Martin. Carter against KD. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Just absolutely dominant inside. You have to be all over Durant.
And some changes here for the Kings. Murray's checked in for Sabonis. And it's Malik Monk in for Ellis. Micic is checked in for Phoenix. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Slim in the last outing against Oklahoma City was all business. He scored 23 points, and as always, he was aggressive on the glass, outworking everybody else on the floor. And those are big numbers he put up. It's hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. Knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Slim passes to Monk. DeRozan in the corner. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Suns. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
Now DeRozan. Following Tyus Jones' three-point attempt. They set the pick. Shoots from the high post. And the basket by DeRozan. DeRozan's got 7 points.
Always a consistent scorer, but DeRozan's work on his J has made him a perennial all-star.
Suns trail by 5. Allen outside. Here's Durant. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Sabonis, he's checked in for the Kings. And the Suns also making a change. Dunn's checked in. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one. And here are the Suns now. The Kings getting the bucket. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Jones. Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Pass to Slim. Screen by Sabonis. Here's Slim. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
Sacramento shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Pass to Plumlee.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside, KD. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
Monk against Allen. Monk kicks to corner. Here's Slim. A moment here now to see the numbers for Kevin Durant.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at the true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Bull. He's checked in for Durant. Jones, the pass to Allen. 1:31 left here in the second. Another three for Phoenix.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Now, here's Monk. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. He takes it in. There's the triple. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Ball kicks to Allen. Jones looking for an opening. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Allen for 3. Murray outside. With 1 on the clock. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Kings lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And greetings from the 2K studios. Here at halftime,
you look at the numbers, they're getting to the line over and over. Love the determination.
We've seen it before. And changing. Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Monk on the wing. He's paired with DeRozan. Slim is out there with Keegan Murray. And it's Carter in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Carter, that's good.
When Monk isn't finding his own shot, he's making some slick passes.
And it's Jones with the ball for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. Done outside. Outside Durant. For the lead. There's the triple from Durant.
This is how smart Durant is. Able to break defenses apart in screen rolls like it's nothing.
For 3, Murray. Rebound by the Suns. Plumlee's got 8 rebounds in this game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing he can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Slim. And that's 19 points for Slim. Well, Phoenix shooting here about 46% for the game. Pass to Plumlee. Outside, Jones. In the corner, it's Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. For the Sacramento Kings, GA, the expectations for this group have risen.
Well, it was about just making the playoffs for this franchise and breaking that drought. Now, Kevin, it's about advancing in the postseason. Just getting there isn't good enough.
Outside for Murray. Fires from deep. Traps in the tray. Murray's got 11 points.
Showing the range, Murray is very consistent from out there.
Pass to Allen. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's DeRozan. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. DeRozan's got his third basket of the night right there.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game. Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Suns leading by 3. Pass to Plumlee. And here's Jones. Suns moving the ball around. Dunn misses. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Slim. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Slim's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
To the paint. It's stolen by Carter. And stolen by Dunn. On the wing, Jones. Stolen by Carter. There's a good screen. DeRozan passes to Slim. He's been up and in off the pretty assist. Slim's got 23. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's KD. Durant uses his size in close.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Slim passes to DeRozan. Pass to Slim. Fades. It's hauled in by Dunn.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Slim passes to Monk. And he converts the layup. Monk's got his second basket of the night.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Carter against Jones. Here's KD. Murray with the defensive effort. The Kings have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third, where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting. Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance. Outside, Jones. Pass to KD. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Here's Plumlee. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Plumlee's got 9 points now in just the second half.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Carter, the pass to Slim. In the corner, it's Monk. Over Allen. It's the target from 18 feet. Monk's got 6.
And you see the improvement in that mid-range game by Monk. He really wants to be a knockdown threat from all 3 levels on the floor.
Outside Durant. "11 feet away, using his length inside, Durant."
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Swim, no good. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 4-point game. Pass to Plumlee. Outside Durant. 3-pointer. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. For Sacramento, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. There's a screen. Here's Monk. It's hauled in by Dunn. Dunn's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The wide open look for Durant. Off target with his 3. The Kings trail by 4. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And, Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make...
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Phoenix.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Plumlee out there with Durant. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Allen. And it's Jones in at the point guard. Sacramento's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Slim passes to Carter. And he drives in, and that one drops for him. Carter's got 4 points in the quarter. Suns leading by 4. Pass to Allen. Inside, here's Plumlee. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from Slim. Sabonis with the ball. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Here is Slim. Allen defending. Here's Slim. The kick out to Sabonis. Durant with the steal. Jones, no one around him. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Durant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Slim passes to Sabonis, and the slam dunk by Sabonis.
Yeah, I like that he's not taking any chances there. Sabonis goes up strong with the finish.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Outside Durant, here's the 3. Rebound by the Kings. Slim's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Chalk up 2 there. Now it's just a 3-point Phoenix lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Jones kicks to Dunn. Back to Jones. Dunn with a screen on Carter. Jones from outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Pass to Plumlee. Here's Katie. Fires the 3. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
I like how Durant keeps all his options open, kicking the ball to another guy when he doesn't like what the pick and roll gets him.
Murray's checked in for Sacramento. The Kings trail by 8. Up top, Monk. Over Allen. The shot by Monk is no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Dunn outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. DeRozan passes to Murray. DeRozan with it. Over Dunn. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from DeRozan.
DeRozan has every shot, but that mid-range, yeah, that's his bread and butter.
Jones dishes to Allen. This one for 3, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist in this one. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Durant. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Keegan Murray.
Don't laugh at me when I say this, but there is too much strength from Kevin Durant, now with the chance to add one more.
And so Monk will bring it up for the Kings. Down by 12. Here's Slim. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Durant kicks to Plumlee. Back to KD. Pocket 6. Pass to Allen. From deep. Slim pulls it in. Slim's got his 16th rebound on the night. They get it back. Plumlee with some nice D.
Ooh, that's clearly something he's going to have to work on. You have to convert on those easy opportunities around the rim.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Phoenix.
The sheer volume of 3-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And they took charge when it counted, and will be notching their 9th win overall. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for KD.
And we can't forget about his effort on defense, specifically how many steals he was able to grab. Just an absolute pest.
Snatched up. Durant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
So clever with the pump fake. Durant is so good at scoring that if he pump fakes, you better jump.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And so here's Sacramento. It's a 13-point game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
That one is off.
At the line for your Kings.
He hits the second from the line. 29 seconds left in the game. Lee outside. It's Martin on the wing, guarded by Fultz. Martin against Fultz. Just 5 on the clock. Lee passes to Martin. Over Fultz. And it's Martin that time on the assist by Lee. So it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
Pair it up.
What's the idea here? We already
Winning this tournament would have meant a lot.
To all of us.
I want to do whatever I can to make sure that I'm.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every.
Let's get it, MP.